Hey guys, Jacob here. So, something that's been pondering in my head is morality. And what exactly is morality? So, we know as human beings, um, we know that morality comes from our value of individuals, how we tend to show love toward them. You know, I guess you could say morality is how we base value on other people. And that's the core of morality. The core principle of morality is the value that we place on life, specifically human life. And I mean, there's people who would say it could also extend to animal life. But the main point is that we have to understand the core to all of morality is how we value life. And we have to understand that not everyone values life the same. Just like some people don't value animal life and others do. And at the same time, some people might value animal life, but they don't really value human life. But the funny thing is that when you look at life in a scientific perspective, in a perspective of, let's say, an atheist, does life really have any true value? I mean, if all we are, if all the stuff that makes us think, to rationalize, is chemical reactions and processes, run by our biology, and if we say, we have value, you know, does that mean that we have value? Like just because I think that I have value, does that mean that I have value? And if not, and if that's circular reasoning, then who's to say that I have value? Who's to say that you have value? And we know that in a secular worldview, life is finite. It's like a dream that passes by you. You go to sleep and you wake up. Most of our dreams we don't even remember. Does a dream have true value? Does a dream that you wake up from have any significance? Would you risk your life for a dream? Of course not, because a dream has no value in that sense. It's all in our heads. But let's say that you're in a dream, and to you, sometimes we have dreams and we think it's real. We think we're really in the dream. Does that dream at that moment have any true value? And then let's say you wake up and you realize it was just a dream. Does it then still have any real value? Of course not. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I don't see how people can live with this concept that all we are is these chemical reactions. Because if this is true, then morality is bogus. There is no such thing as something being true or something being wrong. One individual could rape and harm another person, and to them, if morality really is this subjective to the point to where we're the ones claiming that morality has any value, then to them it wouldn't necessarily be wrong. I mean, nature has nothing to say about what is right or wrong. Science has nothing to say about what is right or wrong. Science only observes the habits and behaviors of different animals, okay? That's all it does. It observes, it doesn't dictate. But we as human beings can determine value. And that gives us more power. It gives us the ability to say what has value and what doesn't as individuals and as societies. So, and let's say that your society claims something's right and something's wrong. Okay, of course there's going to be people who disagree. But let's say you move into another society which claims something as being wrong and something as being right, something that your old society contradicts. Their morals, the moral rules of your old society contradicts with the society that you're living in now. Who is right and who is wrong? You were born with a set of values. So And some people say, well, rationality, it's based on rationality. Okay. But so is war. War is based on rationality. Survival of the fittest could be based on rationality, depending on the circumstance that you're living in. So what is truly moral? What is right? And I just can't see morality existing in an atheist worldview. I mean, at least morality that is objective, that is true and right, no matter the circumstance. But if you're given this perspective, then atheists can't say that something is truly wrong, like rape, or let's say child molestation, or let's say whatever you want to just put in there, murder. I mean, you can't really say that it's wrong. You just prefer it not to be that way because you've been indoctrinated. You grew up in a certain way, thinking a certain way about life. And the most rational perspective I still believe in an atheist worldview is nihilism, which basically says do everything that benefits you, whether it be moral or immoral, as long as it benefits you in some fashion. And I think that's just entirely selfish and entirely I think that there's a name for that type of thinking, kind of like psychotic, and it's really sad, you see these people thinking that they're getting this knowledge, becoming smart, but then they really are empty vessels. They're empty people inside, especially those who really claim to be nihilists. And like I say, I disagree all the time with atheists about things, I disagree with them on abortion, on the Second Amendment, on the death penalty, on a variety of different topics. And that just shows me that morals can be, or more likely are, in a sense, subjective in an atheist worldview. Now, in a Christian's worldview, morality would be based on the creator of the universe. Everything he dictates the world to be. Just like you look at nature, you look at the laws of nature, you look at science, thermodynamics, stuff like that. There's no way that you can say that is not true. You can't say that the sun's not made out of gas, hot gases and whatnot, because that's just the truth. And so that would apply to morality. But the reason why there are so many differences in opinions about morals and stuff like that is because we are ignorant of truths. Just because you don't know about thermodynamics doesn't mean that thermodynamics isn't a law that rules nature. Just because you don't know about the Big Bang doesn't mean that the Big Bang didn't happen. We're all subject to ignorance. So that's why people have different views about morality, about what is right and what is wrong. Some people stand on the scale set by God, the scale that dictates even science. So, guys, tell me what you think about my perspective on this. I've gone over it a few times in the past, and I've been ridiculed because people don't like the idea that there is no true right or wrong in an atheist's worldview. And that's why I'm here to try to rationalize with you and show you that there is a better way of living, a way that says that life is purposeful, that there is meaning in the world, and that everyone has true value that's independent of themselves. It's independent of what you think. They just have true value. So, guys, leave your comments down below, and you have a blessed day.